Okay, hey y'all, I'm gonna do some yoga. I'm on Facebook Live simultaneously with uh, YouTube. And what I'm gonna do is take some postures that are pretty well known, lots of people have experienced them, and make them a little different, make them a little more interesting, do them in a dynamic way, to kind of massage the spine, which is the backbone, literally and figuratively, of our yoga practice. And also use the breath with conscious awareness to create some change. Then we're probably only going to do like a couple of postures. And then I'll lead you through a breathing practice. And this breathing practice is something I taught to a yoga instructor in India, and he was like, whoa, totally blown away by it because of its effect on the digestive organs, on the back, like your transverse abdominals affect your back by being like your own personal corset. Okay, so they wrap around your body like a corset. So I'm going to lead a couple of yoga practices to kind of warm up the spine, warm up your, well, not even warm up, but just like make you aware of the breath and movement. And it becomes like its own meditation, like a moving meditation, which is amazing because most of our minds, mine included, are kind of outward going. And that's just the nature of the mind. So we're going to direct it inward. And we're going to use specific holds of the breath. So we're going to pause the inhale in a little bit. So at the top of the inhale, you'll retain the breath for a moment. And then at the bottom of the exhale, you'll hold the breath for a moment. And I'll guide all of that. And then we'll do this breathing practice. Super simple, actually, but pretty profound. Then there was one more thing I wanted to say, which I totally... if you want to join me, the breath is really considered like the medicine of yoga because it can heat the body, it can cool off the body, it can stimulate the nervous system or pacify the nervous system. The breath has so much capacity to do all these things, depending how we're using it. So this breath practice is going to be kind of a focusing, relaxing one. Although if you're just learning it, sometimes it's not super relaxing, but once you've got it, it becomes that way. And then if you are interested in more yoga practices to calm the nervous system in specific, I'm going to be leading 3 of them this coming week. And you can find out about that at meetkathywilliams.com/upcoming. So if my cat does not inhibit your view here, we'll get started. So of course, if you're not set up to do this, you can always watch it again later. And I might have to find something for my cat to do. Of course, like all day, she hasn't wanted to be with me until right now. Okay, Moksha. All right, so we're going to start by holding on to the tops of your kneecaps. On your inhale, you're just going to straighten your elbows. Simple. And on exhale, you're going to take the full exhale to bring your knees inward. So no breath left over, no movement left over without the breath. Inhale takes your knees away from your chest. Oh, you're so cute. And then exhale hugs them toward you. Okay, and then begin to count your breath. So how many counts is your inhale? They don't have to be exact seconds. And how many counts is your exhale? If you'd like to point the feet as your knees go away, feel free to do that. And then flex them as you hug your knees toward. Now we're going to add a slight pause. So inhale reaches the knees away. When you hug your knees, exhale all the air and then hold the breath out for 2 counts. Inhale reaches the knees away, belly softens, spine kind of lengthens, and exhale, belly comes in, and hold the air out. 2 more just like that. Inhale reaches the knees away, lengthening the spine, reaching the crown and tailbone in opposite directions. Going maybe a little bit slower. Exhaling, elbows relaxed toward the ground, shoulders relaxed, hold the breath out. And one more, just like that. Feeling the ribs wide, and exhale, belly draws in. It's kind of like a bellows. The knees come in, the belly draws in, and the air goes out. And hold your breath. One at a time, place your feet on the floor. And mine are right underneath my sitting bones. You can touch those if you want. If you have knee problems, you may like to walk your feet a little more toward the end of your mat. That should resolve it, although it does make it a little more work on the hamstrings. Okay. So as you go up with your hips, we're going to do a dynamic bridge pose. Why don't you watch one at first, because you don't want to turn your head when your hips are up. That's too much pressure in a weird way on your neck. So you're going to exhale, pulling your belly in, pressing your spine to the mat, and then peeling your spine up off the floor. We're going to, oh sorry, I totally messed that up. So, so we're going to press the spine and then inhale up. I've been doing this for 20 years and I just totally messed it up. All right, so you're inhaling up. You're going to hold the breath at the top, 2 counts. And then exhale. See if you can articulate down 1 vertebra at a time. So vertebra by vertebra. And usually we have a clunky section. That's okay. You're going to press your spine down and then inhale and lift up. That's useful to get your glutes engaging. Most people's glutes do not work enough. And we wonder why our backs hurt, why our butts are saggy. You hold your breath, 2 counts, and then again, slowly roll down 1 vertebra at a time. So inhale lifts you up, peeling the spine up, your moksha. Holding the breath at the top, drawing your chin toward your chest, and then rolling down 1 vertebra at a time. You can check your knees here too, because at the top, press your spine down, inhale, lift up. At the top, the knees often like to widen. Okay, you want to keep your knees and ankles the same width apart. And then 1 by 1, use your abdominals to help you kind of keep articulating 1 vertebra at a time. Good. If you need another little hug of the knees, you can hug them in and out again, just like we did before, or stir them, which feels kind of nice on the back. We're going to keep this really brief, so I'm going to take you into a breathing practice. And even if you haven't done all the other things we just did, you can do this breathing practice. So I'm going to take 1 hand on my low belly, right underneath my navel, and 1 hand above the navel. Okay. So this breathing practice is going to, it's called prana. It's going to divide the exhale in half. So we're first going to build our inhale and exhale to a comfortable length. What do I mean by that? Well, just count how fast you're inhaling and exhaling now. And most of us breathe like 1 to 2 seconds in and 1 to 2 out. So we're going to make that a little bit slower. Maybe inhale to a count of 4 or even 6 and match that with your exhale. So as you inhale, I'd like you to feel your ribs reaching away from your hips, widening, belly softening a little bit. And as you exhale, then you'll feel the belly drawing in. First the lower hand and then the upper hand. So lower belly to upper belly, kind of like a wave. Inhale is expansive and work at your own pace, right? That's important with the muscles of respiration. There are muscles too. So you don't want to stress or strain them. And you're going to exhale, pulling the lower belly in and then the upper belly. See if you can make, especially your exhale, a little bit slower, because exhale is what we're going to focus on now. So pulling the belly in, bottom to top, sort of pubic bone to navel to rib cage. And we'll do one more just like that. Now, if you're comfortable with that and you'd like to just keep doing that, you can. The next step would be to divide your exhale in half. What do I mean by that? So if I have a 6-count exhale, I'm going to divide it into 3 parts and 3 parts, right? And this means I'm going to focus for 3 parts on my low belly coming in. This is great. If you have back pain, you should implement this into your day, every day, to strengthen these transverse abs. So you're going to focus 3 counts on the low belly, and then just pause. In the middle of your exhale, you're pausing. And then 3 counts on the upper belly. So you're pulling your upper belly in, and then you're going to inhale fully. We're not going to worry about what the duration of the inhale is right now. I'm going to work as though you're working with a 3 count and then pause, 3 count and pause. So 6 count exhale in total. If you have to work faster than that, totally fine. If you can go slower than that, that's great too. Okay, so I'm going to inhale. And as I exhale, I'll pull my lower belly in for 3 counts. And then hold the breath for a moment. And now the other 3 counts, focusing on the upper belly. And then inhale fully. So exhale pulls the lower hand in toward your spine. And you pause. Mid-exhale. And then upper belly for 3 counts. And inhale. And if you're on your back, which is a great way to begin this practice, if you've never done it before, you may notice your tailbone tucks a little bit as you start to exhale, or just lengthens downward, and your back flattens as you exhale all the way. And then on inhale, your back may arch a little bit more. That's totally fine. Three counts, pulling the lower belly in. Pause. Now you could have legs straight here too, totally fine. It's a little bit easier if you have back pain to have the knees bent or even resting on a pillow. Okay, we're going to do that just one more time. Exhaling 3 counts, pulling the lower belly in. And 3 counts, pulling the upper belly in. Now just do a 6 count exhale and a free inhale, whatever count you want. Again, that wave-like action of lower belly to upper belly. Okay, and do that twice more. If you like Kegels, you can add that right at the beginning of the exhale. And after the 3rd slow exhale like that, just pause and observe your breath. Notice your mind. Getting a sense of the effects of that practice. Okay. This video is probably like 10 minutes long, I'm not sure. It doesn't take long to get an effect. And especially if you have back pain, this is kind of like lazy person's ab exercises. It's amazing. And it's actually kind of better for you than crunch crunches because crunches, well, anyway, I'm not going to get into it too much, but super easy to practice. And yeah, if you want more interesting yoga practices to help boost immunity and calm the nervous system, I'll be doing 3 of them next week. You can find them at meetkathywilliams.com/upcoming. Thanks for being with me today. It was totally weird to do yoga on Facebook Live, gotta say. Like, I feel like I'm on display or something. But thanks for being here with me. And yeah, I'm doing bar practices online as well next week that you can come work out in the midst of social distancing. Right? All right, guys. May you all be well. Wherever you are, well, physically, mentally, emotionally, all the ways. Well. And you can view my video on immunity at on YouTube. Kathy Williams, public speaker. I guess I'll post it on Facebook too, because why not? All right, guys, have a great day. Stay positive. All right. Do some yoga. I'm on Facebook Live. Come on. Bye. My computer shut me out for a second, but you're still here.